right there in second position to 16 and third. Here they come, Matt Long on the inside.
Oh, here we go! Up and under! Into the wall! Sports Media Net's coverage of 4th of July racing here at Lavonia Speedway Entertainment Complex located off of I-85 in Lavonia, Georgia. Hi, everybody. I'm Wesley Outland. The sunshine is out. It's a beautiful day here at the smoothest 3/8 mile clay surface in the South. And tonight, in Sports Media Net's coverage of the 2nd annual Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash, you're going to see the excitement of the drivers of the Fast Track Racing Series go at it wheel to wheel for 40 exciting laps, heat racing the entire format. And for the first time ever, the Herminator, NASCAR racer and Fox Sports 1 personality, Kenny Wallace, is in the house driving the number 22 U.S. Air Force car owned by Kyra Mullaney, racing with the Fast Track Racing Series for the first time ever. It's a great, great night of racing. You see the new kids wagon. That's one of the great things that Miss Sarah King and Stan Lester have got here at the Lavonia Speedway. And, of course, the atmosphere is picking up. It's going to be electric. We're getting ready to go inside these gates. You are as well, as we get ready to give you Sports Media Net's coverage of the Fast Track Racing Series, the 2nd annual Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. We're in the pits here at Lavonia Speedway as the drivers of the Fast Track Racing Series get ready for the Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. And this is the Rocket Chassis number 22, the car that the Herminator, NASCAR driver and Fox Sports 1 personality, Kenny Wallace, will be driving tonight in the Fast Track late model event. Of course, we'll have a special interview with him. He's going to be mingling with the entire crowd. He bottom line told me he wanted to stay here at the races at Lavonia Speedway because this is his first time ever visiting until he meets any fan that wants to shake his hand and talk with him. Kenny Wallace behind the wheel of this car, and we'll be following him throughout the night with our coverage of the Fast Track Racing Series. Coming up next, we'll have a special interview with the new Fast Track Director of Operations from Clemson, South Carolina. Go Tigers, Mr. Jody Palmer. Race fans, we're ready to go. Here is your starting lineup for the 2nd annual Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. On the back, he just got back out of the hospital to race tonight. The points leader, car number 23 to Charlotte. Give it up to Corey Flash Gordon. To his inside, 3-time and Fast Track Southeast champion, defending champion of the number 71. This race is in honor of his grandfather, Charlie Mize, from Emmons, South Carolina, Hollywood David Smith. Row number 11 on the outside, starting 22nd to 418. Give it up to the driver we call Ashley Poole. To his inside, battling after issues in a heat race with damage. Car 22 out of Emmons, South Carolina, Iceman Jordan Deal. Starting 20th, outside row number 10, car number 02. That's going to be your driver in the 02. And that is Mr. Thrill, Darren Hill. To his inside, in the back. That's an unusual spot for Rambo. Dennis Franklin in the car number 2. He'll start 19th. Row number 9, starting 18th to number 15 out of Toccoa, Georgia. That's Jesse Ivester. To his inside, car number 21C. Give it up to the Collins Signs and Graphics entry of Cameron Poe. Continuing on with your lineup, this will be row number 16th, starting 16th, car number 121, ready to go. Let's give it up for Mr. Drew Cole. Drew Cole out of Cannon, Georgia. To his inside, out of Toccoa, Georgia, car number 37. How about it for the Iron Man, Jimmy Ivester? The Iron Man, Jimmy Ivester. We now move to the next row. Car number 371 out of Toccoa, Georgia. How about it for Drew Benfield? to his inside. Car number 22 out of St. Louis, Missouri, proudly driving the colors of the U.S. Air Force. Give it up to the Herminator, Kenny Wallace. Starting 12th, outside row number 6, car number 12 out of Franklin, North Carolina, David McCoy. Starting 11th, car number 21 out of Hartwell, Georgia, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Frankie Beard. And now your top 10 starters. Starting 10th, car number 8 out of Weaverville, North Carolina, the little big man, Victor Chandler. Starting 9th, car 57 out of Woodruff, South Carolina, 3-time champion Lightning Lee Cooper. Row number 4, starting 8th, car number 5, give it up to the Cape, Chris Cape. To his inside, starting 7th, car number 16 out of Greenwood, South Carolina, it's Hot Dog Colby Cannon. Starting 6th, car number 2, he resides out of Anderson, South Carolina. Give it up to the toy soldier, Kyer Mullaney. And now your top 5 starters, presented by Hoosier Racing Tire. Starting 5th, car number 121 out of Hull, Georgia, Rolls-Royce Bray. Starting 4th, car number 77 out of Martinez, Georgia. That is Mr. Brian Connor. Starting 3rd, car 07 out of Hodges, South Carolina. Give it up to the dark horse, Dale Timms. And on your front row, car number 4 out of Athens, Georgia, it's the beer man, Danny Sanders, and your quick time man in VP qualifying. Heat 1 winner and set to go to the green. Car number 85 out of 6 Mile, South Carolina, Hot Rod Steve Lamance. There is your lineup on this 4th of July weekend in 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines! Beside me is the founder and the CEO of Fast Track Companies International, and you've seen him on a lot of our Sports Media Net productions, Mr. Stan Lester. Stan, and this is, you are one of the co-owners of this racetrack. Happy 4th of July to you, and tell everybody on Sports Media Net what they're in store for, with even Kenny Wallace in the house.
Well, Kenny's already called me. He's probably halfway here or so by now. His expected time of arrival is 7:35. Driver's meeting starts at 7:15. So it looks like he'll be here for the first round of hot laps, which will be good. I look for a good show out of Kenny. I mean, everybody knows Kenny. He does a good job. Cuts up with the fans. You know, he's not one of these guys that you got to hide. Kenny will walk right up through those grandstands just like any other person would, and that's what I love about him. He just does a great job. As far as the night goes, you know, Charlie Mize Memorial, David Smith's granddad, David, you know, one of our most loyal competitors. Appreciate him. And lo and behold, we brought Jody Palmer back. So tonight our goal is we're going back old-fashioned fast track when it was no BS and a whole lot of fun. And that's that's our whole intention behind Jody and I's business plan. So let's go out there and let's have fun again. Let's get some cars at the racetrack, make the fans in the stands happy, rock and roll.
March the 22nd, County Line Raceway, Walker the Bull Arthur picked up the first win of the year. Then we came to Lavonia Speedway for Late Model Mania on April 11th on Friday night, and it was Hot Rod Lamance taking down the victory. Then we packed our bags and got ready for Triple Crown weekend. Superman Jonathan Davenport brought the resurrection of Fast Track back to life in Charlotte in the NOS Energy Circle K Outlaws Showdown, winning on Friday night, May the 23rd. On Saturday, May 24th, Superman Jonathan Davenport was able to double down again at With Raceway. And then on Sunday, May the 25th, it was your driver of 28, the Maple Fork Missile, Aaron Barley, pocketing both wins at Princeton Speedway in the Triple Crown Upgraded. On this 4th of July weekend, we celebrate our independence for our nation's country. This is our birthday. No matter what our personal opinions are of the government and the way things are in the world we live today, this is our national holiday celebrating our birthday. For all of us in America, preserving our freedom, thank you so much to the former men and women that have fallen and perished and those that continue to do it today. This is our salute to you, Fast Track Racing Series. Everybody get on your feet, all rise as you're in a courtroom. The 24 charter members of the Fraternal Order of Go Fast have entered the chambers of Lavonia Speedway for the 2nd annual Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. Everybody wave your hats, wave your hands, make some noise, Lavonia Speedway. Here they come at you, forward! ride. Make some noise, Lavonia. How about everybody on track side as they come forward wide? Wave your hats, wave your hands. Make some noise, Lavonia Speedway, as they come forward wide on the back straightaway. Ready to go here in just a couple of moments for the Fast Track Racing Series. 4 wide. We got a car stalled up in turn number 3. The points leader, driver the number 23 entry, Corey Flash Gordon. We're gonna check him out, see what's going on with him, as we are ready to go with Sports Media Net's coverage of the Fast Track Racing Series at Lavonia Speedway. So again, Walker Arthur won in County Line. Hot Rod Le Mans won here at Late Model Mania at Lavonia back in April. Then we head to Charlotte in the Triple Crown Memorial Day festivities. Jonathan Davenport won Charlotte. He double downed it with Raceway to lock up wins 4 and 5 of the year. Then 6 and 7, round 6 and 7 was at Princeton, West Virginia, to close the Triple Crown. And Aaron Barley from Maple Fork, from Mount Hope, West Virginia, took that, the Maple Fork Missile. Coming out of that, the driver, the number 23, Corey Flash Gordon, ended up with the points lead and the 2014 Triple Crown Championship. And now he is stalled in turn number 3. Again, he's been fighting illness all day long. He just came back from the hospital at a quick bed. He had a bag of IV shots, had 2 bags of fluid to try to get back and go, some go-go juice. And now he stalls in turn 3. We'll find out what's going on with Corey Flash Gordon. Race fans, again, we are checking on the driver, the number 23 of Corey Flash Gordon. He has been sick and very ill for the last 24, 48 hours. He's now getting a push by the push vehicle. Maybe the motor needed to get fired back up. Just maybe needed to get the motor fired back up again. Fans, round of applause. The driver is okay. I understand he is okay. We're getting from the radio. There just might be a mechanical issue on that race car. We'll find out as soon as we can pass that word along. We'll send it to you. With that said, getting ready to go, 35 laps. 35 laps and 2,000 to win for the Fast Track Racing Series here tonight at Lavonia Speedway for the Fast Track round number 8 of the year with the 2nd annual Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Who's pulling for Hot Rod Le Mans on the front row? How about it? How about Danny Sanders? Who's riding with Danny Sanders? How about Dale Timms, runner-up at County Line Raceway in Elm City, North Carolina? Could tonight be the night that he can put it in victory lane? Brian Connor, last time he won a Fast Track event was in October of 2011 at Volunteer Speedway in Bulls Gap, Tennessee. Speaking of the Tennessee natives, we have Tony and Teresa Ford from TNT Race Cars in the house tonight. Great to have them here. We're ready to go. This is hot lap time before the A-Main. Going to give these drivers a couple of times to get their tires warmed up, get the fluids up to temperature, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll for 35 laps. And as fast as they got going, they back them down. And Corey Flash Gordon back out on the racetrack in the 23. Corey Gordon back out there. He'll tag the rear of the field as we'll get ready to go here. They just give the drivers a couple of moments to warm their tires up. And they're checking the track conditions also. Wanted to give the track a quick look, see what the car's at full power. And now we're going to double them up. So again, race fans, you saw the cars go to power. They were just giving the track, just getting the opportunity to give the track a quick look over at full song just for a minute just to see how everything goes. Now we're ready to go. Fans on your feet, ready to go. Kenny Wallace ready to go in the back in row 12. We're green flag in the air at Fast Track. Second annual Charlie Mize Memorial is underway. They dive them off into corner number 1 and 2, and it's going to be Hot Rod LeMans in front. Danny Sanders is in second. Brian Connor third. Everybody, all 24 stars down the back straight away, and they'll exit off the corner. We're 1 lap in at Lavonia. Hot Rod LeMans lead lap 1, a long way to go. Back into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be LeMans. Danny Sanders is in second. Brian Connor in third, and they're down the back straight away. Oh, we got contact in the back. That was Cameron Crowe getting a little contact with David Smith. They're 3 wide in the middle out of turn 4 with Jordan Deal. Drew Benfield checks up in front of the machine of Jesse Ivester, and Rambo Dennis Franklin had nowhere to go, and he has to stop and backpedal as they off into 1 and 2 in the back straight away. Coming off the corner, it's still your man out in front, Hot Rod LeMans. He'll lead that lap, 3 of 35. Hot Rod LeMans leads. Danny Sanders second. Brian Connor is in third. Dale Timms, followed by the machine of Royce Bray, your top 5. Great racing going on in the back. Let's see where Kenny Wallace is in the 22 Kyra Mullaney U.S. Air Force colors. He's battling another 22 of the Iceman, Jordan Dill, recently married to his longtime girlfriend, Jerica. They've been trying to find a battle around the racetrack. Is now Kenny Wallace trying to get by the machine of Victor Chandler in the number 8. Trouble, turn number 2. 1 car goes around. Jesse Ivester, car 15, has stalled, and the caution will come out over the speedway. Car number 15, Jesse Ivester, looping it around, and the caution will come out. The yellow linen will fly for the first time here tonight with Jesse Ivester out of Toccoa, Georgia, looping it in turn 2. And Jody Palmer, it just seems like it's got bigger and bigger and better. We've moved from the Grand Nationals now to the World Championship format for 2 years. This year we have the regional playoffs at Tyler County, West Virginia for the Northeast, 311 Motor Speedway for the Southeast, and then the 20,000 to win World Championship at Virginia Motor Speedway. Over $155,000 in 3 weekends of racing. All fast track roads lead to Jamaica. Now you're the man in charge of it as the new director of operations.
Well, that's got to be exciting. You know, anytime a race car driver's got a chance of winning $50,000 in 1 weekend, that's pretty exciting. I don't think any other form of motorsports and dirt racing can say that. I mean, you got to get way on up the World of Outlaws, anywhere else. You get it right here in grassroots racing. That's what Stan Lester's for. That's what he's kept. And we're going to have fun, and we're going to have a good crowd tonight.
With Hot Rod LeMans, Danny Sanders, and so forth. They're going to stay single file, make sure the lineup is correct before we do the choose rule. In a couple of moments, they will get the choose rule done. We got a car stopped in turn number 1 and 2, or actually turn 1. He's back rolling again. Car number 2, that is Corsad, the toy soldier, Kyra Mullaney out of Anderson, South Carolina. Coming up the choose rule, fans. Again, the leader will decide from inside or outside. Then everyone else behind Sanders, Connor on back will go inside or outside of their choosing. Reason I love the choose rule. Let's say, for instance, top 8 cars stay to the bottom. The 9th place car of Frankie Beard. He can go to the outside and battle everybody on the inside, and if he can get the green and go 1 lap at full power, he can be battling for the win in the choose rule. It is awesome, but everybody right now for the time being want to go inside or outside. So just like the way the race started 5 laps ago, Hot Rod LeMans to the inside, Danny Sanders on the outside. Choose rule still going on, everybody deciding where they want to go. We're 5 laps in. 1 to go indication being given. They like where they're at. We're getting ready to go back to it. 5 laps in of 35 in the second annual Charlie Mize Memorial. Hey, by the way, race fans, if you enjoyed the fireworks during the pre-race, don't forget we've got more fireworks coming up at the conclusion of tonight's race. Got a little bit more fireworks for you for 4th of July to close out your Independence Day at Lavonia Speedway. We're ready to go for the restart. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag. And Hot Rod LeMans for the jump. Danny Sanders breaking out in front of Ryan Connor. They're going to roar down into turn number 1 as Sports Media Net continues our coverage of the Fast Track Racing Series. Great job by videographer David Craig on the top shelf, running the cameras, all the great work of the production here of the Fast Track Racing Series here at Lavonia Speedway. They exit off the corner. Lee Cooper stuck in a 3-wide sandwich. He puts Colby Cannon to the outside wall, battling now with Frankie Beard, pushing and muscling his way up into the top 10. As they go down the back straightaway, that battle continues behind him. Hollywood, David Smith, Jordan Deal all in that mix, trying to come to the front. As they come out of turn 4, another lap on the board. Jordan Deal's now battling with Colby Cannon. He's got the bad boy David McCoy, one of the regulars and the threats at Lavonia. And here comes Kenny Wallace on the outside, trying to make a move on the little big man, Victor Chandler, down the back straightaway as we move now 7 laps in of 35. Out in front, it is your leader, Hot Rod LeMans, leading the way. Danny Sanders is in second. Third, Brian Connor. Jordan Deal stuck in the middle. Clowns to the left to meet Jokers to the right. One is Deal and one is Beard. And they'll negotiate to him on the bottom. And here comes Rambo trying to make it a double cheeseburger out of turn 4. As they come back to the stripe, it's going to be Deal closing off the likes of Cannon and Franklin. Deal's in the mix. And we got one car slamming hard into the wall. That's going to be car number 121. The 121 car into the wall. I believe that's the 121 of Drew Cole. The 121 of Drew Cole out of Cannon, Georgia, up against the wall. Drew Cole in the 121 involved in that incident in turn 4, and he is not happy with somebody. Race crews, you cannot be on the racetrack. Drew Cole in the 121 in the accident. Corey Gordon getting back rolling again. Oh my goodness. Security, we need you on the front straightaway. Security to the front straightaway now. Security, front straightaway now. David Smith, they're after David Smith in the 71 car. Oh my, what in the world? Officials quickly down there, breaking it up. David Smith is the driver they were coming after. And order is trying to be restored on the racetrack. And we're going to go under red flag, I believe. Officials quickly restoring things, pushing everybody back behind the wall. Please stay behind the pit gate. Lewis Martin, get them back behind the pit gate, please. Joe Coffey, down to you. There is a lot of chaos on this 4th of July. We had fireworks in the air, and now we got them on the track, sir. What's your viewpoint? We're talking to Emmett, South Carolina, 3-time Fast Track Southeast Touring champion and trying to be the all-time winningest national champion for Fast Track, if you can make it 4 for 2014. David Smith. David, why does this race just mean so much to you with this race being the Charlie Mize Memorial?
Well, there's a lot of laps and a lot of stuff I put on, you know, before I ever started racing, you know, with Granddad on in a racetrack and promoting it back in the late 70s and early 80s. And so there was a lot of laps, learning to drive here in an old Packer car, and, you know, sure do miss him. But he put a lot of effort, and, you know, and a lot of the old-time promoters and old-school stuff's kind of gone. And, you know, you like to see some of that come back. But, you know, I'm just excited. You know, really hadn't raced since Memorial Day weekend, so we did come practice a little bit the other night and trying to. It just seemed like our program's just been off just a little bit, you know, in places, and just trying. Tony's been down 3 or 4 times since then, working on the car and making changes, and maybe we'll have something for him tonight. You know, I like coming here and racing. I always had a lot of success and ran really good here, and we're a couple points out of the lead on the chase right now, but it's still real early. But you know, there again, we got another 3 or 4 weeks off before we run again. So, you know, I need to race more. I'm probably going to have to get out and try to go to some of these places we got coming up, like Virginia Motor. I'd like to go there and make a trip and get ready for the end of the year. And but getting back there tonight, you know, I'm glad we've got a good turnout. Seems like there's a good field of cars here and a good crowd coming in. And once that sun gets down, I figure a few more start coming on in.
Racing with Kenny Wallace, does that change your mindset any, knowing that the Herminator's out there running in the car, or you just go out there and just everybody's all the same with the door panels?
Oh, yeah. Once you hit the drop the green, you don't even think who's in it. You know, it's just a number to you, and you got to get by him if he's ahead of you. If he's behind you, don't have to worry about him. Just keep on going. So, but I think it's neat, and it's good for Stan to take and bring somebody in like that, you know, maybe help with a fan count. And, you know, some of the kids get autographs, and Kenny's been around a long time, and he's even though he's not really up in the NASCAR stuff as much anymore, but he's still one of the guys that even when he was NASCAR racing, he was dirt racing. He got back to his roots, and he still promotes his roots, and that's what's going to keep the dirt racing alive and going and bringing it back strong like it is now, I feel like.
So we are still under caution. Race fans, just wanted to let you know as the choose rule begins to get underway that the fine folks of the Sheriff's Department, the Hart County Sheriff's Department's finest, have been called and reinforcements are on the way. Some people might be sent to the exit gate. So with that said, with choose rule going on, we're getting ready to go back for the restart. We'll get ready to go back to green flag. Again, Hart County Sheriffs are on the way as we get ready to go back for the restart. 9 laps in, 35 laps is the distance. Hot Rod LeMans leads the way. Danny Sanders is second, row 2. After the choose rule, Brian Connor and Dale Timms. Here we go, ready for the restart out of turn 4. Green flag in the air, we're back to it again. Green flag back in the air, and the Charlie Mize Memorial back to green. 9 laps in, a 35. Danny Sanders trying to make a move on the inside of Hot Rod LeMans, but it fails. And now Brian Connor tries to battle Danny Sanders for the number 2 spot as they exit out of turn number 2. Out of turn 4, back to the main straightaway. 3 wide contact. Jordan Deal goes in a wild spin. Into the wall goes Corey Gordon. He bounces off and keeps going. Jordan Deal gets into contact, keeps going. More cars involved. Jesse Ivester in the 15 and the 21 of Frankie Beard. 4-car incident and the caution on the speedway. Four-car incident on the front straightaway. Wrecker on the front straightaway being called. Corey Gordon, damage on the 23. You got to give a round of applause, Charles Head, to Corey Gordon. I know he's sick and ailing and ill, but he could have put that front nose of that car through that crossover gate entrance there at turn number 4. You cannot pull sheet metal at a fast track event. Understand Jesse Ivester getting out of his car, so he is done for. We're on lap number 10. Caution of the speedway, 15 of Ivester. Jordan Deal got in a wild spin. He spun out, and also collecting the 23 of Corey Gordon. And a great save, Charles. What I was going to say, Charles Head, was that what me and Charles were talking about off mic. He about put the front nose of that car, Brad, through the entrance gate there. Great job by Corey Flash Gordon. Fans, give that young man a round of applause to not hit that gate in the opening entrance of the flag stand area in turn 4. He's got damage. Jordan Deal stopping to get checked out. You cannot pull fenders at a fast track event. You will go to the rear if you do. So we're under the caution flag again here. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is. It is exciting.
Caution out. 3 cars involved, 15 Jesse Ivester, 23 Corey Gordon, and the 22 of Jordan Deal, and the 21 Frankie Beard also caught up in that incident. 4-car incident on the front straightaway. Boy, the fireworks on the track here. 25 laps to go. Choose roll coming up. Choose rule going on. Everybody deciding where they're going to go. Rambo Dennis Franklin inside the top 10. Oh, the passenger side speed in and runkled like a can, like a crunched up can on the way to the recycling center, but he is inside the top 10. Rambo Dennis Franklin coming. We'll get ready to go back for the restart. We'll get ready to go for the restart. We're 10 laps in, a 35-25 to the finish for the second annual Charlie Mize Memorial with a Fast Track Racing Series at Lavonia Speedway and Entertainment Complex on this Independence Day weekend. Here they come in the loud pedal. Greenback in the air on Sports Media Net's coverage of Fast Track at Lavonia. Contact! Brian Connor crashes hard into the wall. Him and Danny Sanders. We got more cars crashing. David McCoy's involved. Drew Benfield's involved. Is there a full moon over Lavonia? Trouble in turn 1. Big trouble. Danny Sanders and Brian Connor bang front row with one another. Brian Connor into the inside pit wall after contact with Danny Sanders. Danny Sanders. Danny Sanders and Brian Connor battling with one another. We're 10 laps in. Oh my goodness. Connor and Sanders make contact on the restart. Into the wall goes Connor. And in doing so, more cars were involved. The number 371 of Toccoa, Georgia's Drew Benfield, and Franklin, North Carolina's number 12 of the bad boy, David McCoy, with damage on their cars. Caution number 4 of the race here tonight at Lavonia Speedway. Brian Connor taking a walk down the front straightaway. Fans, let's give him a round of applause. The driver out of Martinez, Georgia is okay. Brian Connor. I know it's a half moon in turn 2, but somehow are these guys thinking it's a full moon? July 4th weekend, Independence Day, and a wild show for the Fast Track Racing Series tonight at Lavonia. Fireworks on the racetrack, fireworks in the air. And remember, the Hart County Sheriff's Department are on the way. They're bringing in more reinforcements. What else can happen, Brad York? What a night at Lavonia Speedway. What a 4th of July. Mark it on your calendar tonight. Oh, there they are. They're right there at the pit gate. Drew Benfield going behind the wall in the 371. Well, I told you they were coming, fans. Round of applause for Hart County's finest, the Hart County Sheriff's Department. Caution still out over the speedway. Lightning Lee Cooper trying to get into his spot in the 57 car. He won at Toccoa Speedway last night. Thursday night racing at Toccoa Speedway. What a great show they put on. One to go indication being given to the field. 10 laps in. 25 to go. What do you think, Blake? One to go indication being given to the field. We'll be ready to go for the restart. It will be single file, I understand, single file. We're getting ready to go to green flag. Here we come. Race fans. 10 laps in, 25 to go. Oh, what a night at Lavonia. Happy Independence Day. We hope you're enjoying the show. Green flag. And they're going to wave it off. They're going to wave it off. Number 5. Number 5, Chris Cape getting the warning. Number 5 car, Chris Cape, getting the warning from the new Fast Track Director of Operations and Race Director, Jody Palmer. You jump again, you're going to the back. Warning being given to Chris Cape in the 5. 1 to go indication. We're going to go back to green. This time by everybody's in their place. We'll get ready to go for the restart. And we're going to let the Hart County Sheriffs get through the get into the racetrack real quick. They're turning around. Ready to come back for the restart. Here they come into turn 3, ready for the restart. Sports Media Net's coverage of Fast Track here at Lavonia. Turn 4, LeMans ready to hit the loud pedal. Back to the green flag. Look at, oh wow, Rolls Royce braving a power move on the inside, but he had to back it back in. Single file back into the corner, green in the air. Back at it again with 25 to go here at Lavonia. Down the back straightaway, look at Lightning Lee Cooper trying to use the outside lane. Shades of trying to run down Colby Cannon in the 16. He'll make it work. He'll now set his sights on Kyra Mullaney. And Kenny Wallace, where's old Kenny Wallace, the Herminator, battling now with Cameron Crowe in the 21. Trouble, turn 1 and 2. Daryl, the Thrill Hill, goes around. And the caution will come out again. I think we got a lap in, lap 11. Daryl, the Thrill Hill, and the 0-2 going around in turn 2. We got another car down there playing sneaky peek with me. Gonna 23. Now it's the 23 of Corey Flash Gordon. Corey Gordon, the points leader, also caught up in that incident there a moment ago with Daryl Hill, the Thrill, in the 0-2 car. Darren Hill. Action continuing to build here at Lavonia Speedway as we get ready for the next round of the Fast Track Racing Series. And of course, this driver right here drives at number 23 entry. Of course, it's the driver Corey Flash Gordon out of Charlotte, North Carolina, leading the point standings coming into tonight's events for the Fast Track Racing Series as we move into the summer months. But sadly, just a couple moments ago, before we shot this, he has actually got up with his mom and is going to a nearby hospital as the points leader, Corey Flash Gordon, has become gravely ill, complaining of dehydration, shaking bones, body not feeling good, and of course now his attempts are to try to come back and race tonight. So you might see the 23 on the racetrack, but we wanted to give him his due. This car, the Triple Crown champion and the man currently leading the Fast Track Racing Series as we move into tonight's Charlie Mize Memorial. Here tonight. Understand, all food, buy one, get one free. It's half price. Buy one, get one free at concessions. Go get you some food. 23, Corey Gordon. There, 02, Darren Hill, putting us under yellow flag. Very unusual, again, to have 6 caution flags in the first half of the race for Fast Track, or for that many in a main. A wild show tonight. Hope you're enjoying your 4th of July with us. For those people that are watching the coverage on Sports Media Net, we invite you to come out to Lavonia Speedway, located off of Lavonia, Georgia, exit 173 off of I-85, just a short drive off of there. Big races going on. You can follow them at LavoniaSpeedway.net. As we get ready to go back for the green flag, FastTrackRacing.com to follow the website. Chris Cape getting a jump on Dale Timms. It did not work, as here comes 2 cars pulling him up on his outside lane of Kyra Mullaney, followed by the machine of Lightning Lee Cooper. Cooper's going to have a wingman Top Gun style on the outside of Rambo Dennis Franklin, as Colby Cannon's on his inside. They're going to try to go 3 wide. He thought better of it. They come back to the stripe. Lap number 12 of 35 for the Charlie Mize Memorial. Over $12,000 purse on the line, $2,000 to win. As they go back on the back straightaway into turn number 3 and exiting 4, it's Hot Rod LeMans signing front. Danny Sanders is in second. Rolls-Royce Bray sitting in third. 3 wide in the back as Victor Chandler's caught up in a battle between the 21 of Frankie Beard, followed by the entry of Cameron Crowe. 3 wide again. Here comes Ashley Poole in the middle. He makes contact with Victor Chandler, and Chandler backs off. In the back into turn 3. 3 wide again out of turn 4. Down the back straightaway. Man, oh man, the Tim King Farms entry number 85, Hot Rod LeMans, 62 years of age and rocking and rolling. The inaugural Fast Track Grand Nationals champion of 06. He also was last year's Toccoa Speedway and Lavonia Speedway track champion for the Fast Track weekly track program. And he leads the way. Frankie Beard starting to come up, the ice cream man of the 21. Danny Sanders is in the back. Hot Rod LeMans still continuing the lead in the way. They're going to come to the line, and we're going to be halfway home this time by in the Charlie Mize Memorial. Here's your leader. Hot Rod LeMans leads. Danny Sanders is in second, followed by the machine of Rolls-Royce Bray. Then it's going to be the entry of Dale Timms. Then it's going to be Chris Cape, followed by Kyra Mullaney. Then it's Colby Cannon. And, oh, we got great race. Oh, wow, that could have been bad. Kyra Mullaney stuck in a battle with Lee Cooper. Colby Cannon, Dennis Franklin, David Smith, Jimmy Ivester, Jordan Deal, Kenny Wallace, Frankie Beard, Ashley Poole, Cameron Crowe, Jordan Deal, Victor Chandler. And that is your full field rundown with Darren Hill in the back. Top side of the racetrack starting to show as Hot Rod LeMans still out in front. Kyra Mullaney trying to make a move on the inside of the 21 of Frankie Beard, the Ice Cream Man, the Herminator and the Ice Cream Man on this hot summer night. Battling it out here at Lavonia. Rambo Dennis Franklin going to the top of the racetrack, hooking up with another South Carolina native of Lee Cooper. Caution, turn 4. Got trouble. Caution on the speedway. I think they're calling for debris in turn number 4 possibly. They're waving their hands down there. And the caution will come out over the racetrack. There's debris between turns 3 and 4. Debris in turns 3 and 4 right at the bottom of the racing apron, and they got to go pick it up. Lap 21. Debris in turns 3 and 4. Caution flag number 7, lap 21. Debris in turns 3 and 4. And they're going to work on picking it back up. We'll get ready to go for the single file restart. Rookie 4-cylinder, you're up next for your main event of the night. Fans, give yourselves a round of applause. We thank you so much for coming out here tonight. Happy 4th of July to you. Happy 4th of July. We appreciate you spending your Independence Day weekend with us at Lavonia Speedway. First time ever for the Herminator, Kenny Wallace from St. Louis, Missouri. Coming out here tonight, running with the Fast Track Racing Series. This is only his second time running with Fast Track. He ran back in 2008 at the dirt track at Charlotte. Of course, that was a famed night in history when the car number 3 went back to victory lane, driven by Sprint Cup star Austin Dillon. Great memories of history for Fast Track. And another one coming up here tonight. Back to the line of the green flag. LeMans on the outside lane. Here comes Danny Sanders on the back straightaway, trying to close in. They're going to try to bunch him up for the restart. 14 to the finish. Now make it 13 laps to go. Rambo Dennis Franklin is coming. Check up, setting sail. He's hooked up with Lightning Lee Cooper, and they are making the outside lane work. Topside Franklin coming at you in the deuce on the back straightaway. Frankie Beard going to the top of the racetrack now. David Smith going behind Rambo Dennis Franklin to sneak in there. 3 wide at a turn 4. Hot dog between the bun is the Iron Man Jimmy Ivester, who held off a great heat race with Rambo Dennis Franklin and David Smith earlier tonight. They're going to go by Colby Cannon on the outside. Jordan Deal getting a little loose a moment ago, exiting turn 2. 3 wide. Franklin in the middle in turn 4. Hot Rod LeMans is out in front. He's leading the way, and time is running out of the Fast Track Racing Series on Sports Media Net from Lavonia Speedway. Dennis Franklin hooking up with a 57 of Lightning Lee Cooper. Kyra Mullaney, car-owned entry, driven tonight by Kenny Wallace, trying to get by Ashley Poole. Kenny Wallace on the inside of Ashley Poole, trying to now make a closing on the drivers of Frankie Beard and the Iron Man Jimmy Ivester. Kenny Wallace now backing on the bottom of the racetrack. Whoa, Frankie Beard up there. They're going to go 3 wide in front of Kenny Wallace. Ashley Poole's down in the middle, followed by Jimmy Ivester. And we're coming out to the end of this thing. What a show they're putting on here tonight at Lavonia Speedway. Hot Rod Lamance leading the way. Time running out. Time running out for the drivers of the Fast Track Racing Series. By the way, Hot Rod Lamance won Georgia State Championships back in September. Blew a tire coming to the finish line. He won Late Model Mania, and now he tries to go for a three-peat touring battle. We might need to put a bounty on the touring races on Hot Rod Lamance when he comes to town. Because every time the Team King Farms number 85 entry comes for touring races, he gets it done. He's out in front. 5 laps to go. The open hand from your flagman. 5 remaining. Second place shaping up to be a great battle. Danny Sanders better not look out behind him on his rearview mirror because Rolls-Royce Bray closing in. Also Dale Timms, Chris Cape in the 5 car, all trying to close in on Danny Sanders for the bridesmaid spot. All out in front is Hot Rod Lamance. Dennis Franklin battling with Lee Cooper on the door. Door to door to turn 4. Now they go back single file. Back straight away. Will we see this thing go to green to the checkered flag, or will we have a late race shootout caution? Hot Rod Lamance does not want it. He is out in front. Down the back straight away. Lamance in his own world. They'll come to the line to Randy Collins in the flag stand. 2 to go in the Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. Hot Rod Lamance in his own world. On this 4th of July weekend, battling with nobody but clean air and backmarker cars, but he's not going to have enough time. The white flag's in the air. 1 more lap to go for Hot Rod Lamance. He'll drive it off into turn number 1 and 2. He'll take it right to the middle of the lane just like he's done all race long. The Tim King Farms entry number 85, Barry Wright, will exit into turn 3 and out of turn number 4. Hot Rod, Steve Lamance, 3 touring wins in a row at Lavonia. He tames the Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash. Danny Sanders will finish 2nd. Rolls-Royce Bray 3rd. Dale Timms will go 4th. And 5th will go to Chris Cape. What a race. What an event, race fans. And round of applause for the driver of the number 85. Give it up for Hot Rod, Steve Lamance.
Folks, let's give a big round of applause as the 85 of Hot Rod Lamance makes his way out onto the front straightaway. He's heading down to the victory lane set up right there by the flag stand. Wesley Outland on his way down now to interview Hot Rod Lamance, the winner tonight of our Charlie Mize Memorial here at Lavonia Speedway. There comes the number 85 car into victory lane, and Wesley Outland will be there in just a moment to welcome Hot Rod Lamance, our winner tonight.
Sports Media Net getting ready for post-race coverage of the Charlie Mize Memorial, and there he is, 3 wins in a row. Car number 85, the Barry Wright, at a 6 Mile, South Carolina, getting ready to climb on out. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Hot Rod, Steve Lamance. $2,000 payday. He'll get the Hoosier headband, the VP Racing Fuels checkered flag. CJ Mason coming in there, presenting him. The new Director of Operations, Jody Palmer, giving him the handshake, and there he goes. I'm gonna make you drop the check. Everybody, round of applause for Hot Rod Lamance. How about it? What an awesome show. What a great race, man. And you know, they had a bounty on the weekly program with David McCoy, and Kenny Collins got that. I was telling Stan in the booth, we might need to put a bounty on you every time you come here for a tour race Awesome job in the Tim King Farms 85.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank everyone here at Lavonia Speedway for just giving us such a great racetrack to race on tonight, and Tim King for just giving me the opportunity to be in Victory Lane. I just want to thank each and every one of the fans that come out and support us. Each and every one of these guys that work on this car, they do a tremendous job. As y'all can see, it's a pretty front-running car.
Pretty eventful and wild race that everybody saw for the first half.
Well, you know, I hate to see all those cars getting tore up behind me. I'm just glad I was in front of it, not in the middle of it.
Well, man, 3 wins in a row here. Can we start calling you Mr. Lavonia?
That'll be all right. LL, Lavonia Lamance.
Lavonia Lamance, a new nickname, everybody. Come to your feet. Round of applause. Hot Rod Lamance, the winner in the number 85 Barry Wright, as he wins here for the Charlie Mize Memorial Independence Day Bash for the Fast Track Racing Series. So we're going to wrap things up here from Lavonia Speedway. The Herminator, Kenny Wallace, coming in there, shaking his hand. Fans, let's give it one more time, a standing ovation to Mr. Kenny Wallace coming out here tonight for the first time ever at Lavonia Speedway. He was calling for you. Kenny Wallace, he was calling for you. He was yelling for you. He said, get the Herminator out here. I want a picture with Kenny Wallace.
Hot Rod's inspired me. I'm only 50. He's 62. What, last Saturday, Hot Rod? And you just put an ass whipping on this whole field. You're the man. You're my hero. I'm going to go tell Kenny Schrader about you.
Do it now.
Remember me, okay?
He said, tell Steve Adden to remember him, Kenny.
Yeah, you know, when you go around the United States, whether I've raced in Florida or out in California, just Hot Rod's incredible. A lot of young kids out there, and they need to look up to him, his driving style, because he gets out there by himself. There's no catching him, that's for sure. He learned everybody a lesson tonight. Congratulations.
Kenny Wallace, your final closing thoughts. What did you think of Lavonia Speedway, your first time here?
I thought there was a lot of passion tonight. It was good to see it go green for a while there. Early in the race, I thought, what is going on here? We had fights. We had
excitement. That was what you said.
We had excitement, and I was real proud of everybody because when the fight started, by God, they did it on the front straightaway for the fans to see.
Absolutely. Kenny Wallace, we'd love to have you back out here at Lavonia. You want to try to come back next year?
I'd love to be back here. Know a little bit more now, and, you know, I just had a blast. I want to thank everybody.
Definitely. Everybody give Kenny Wallace a round of applause. We thank him so much for being here. The fans are going crazy. The excitement is electric. And the one word that Kenny Wallace used throughout the entire weekend leading up to this race was excitement. And this race had it. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of Sports Media Net from Lavonia Speedway. For David Lee, Craig videographer, for Stan Lester and Jody Palmer of Fast Track, I'm Wesley Outland. Follow us here at FastTrackRacing.com on Facebook and Twitter. And come join us for the races at Lavonia Speedway. Go to LavoniaSpeedway.com.